The day before I came into my internship, there was shooting right down the street from my place of work. This took place on the Sunday of June 25th, 2023. This quote by Mayor Quinton says, "Earlier today, four special people lost their lives to gun violence on Prospect Avenue. Another was shot and killed outside a residence nearby. I will grieve for their families, and I will never stop to prevent preventable tragedies. There have been shown to be a positive correlation between poverty rates and poverty-related crime." My name is Carrington King,
And my name is Kevin Key.
and we're happy to present the gift of a solution. The first week of our internship, we met with our employers and discussed the goals and aspects of our internship and what we were coming in to do. We learned through this that redlining in Kansas City is associated with generational poverty and poverty-related crime. This is due to the fact that one side of the city has received more funding than the other one. Gift's solution to this, though, is to provide primarily black-owned businesses with grants and financial advice. Unfortunately, though, Gift needs a way to generate this money outside of donations, and unfortunately, they're not receiving the same amount of funding that other companies are getting due to the cause and area that they're in. This brings us to the solution.
So the name of our solution is Road to Truth Avenue. And what it is an online web store from and for the Gift Foundation, so they can sell gift merchandise and things like cups, hats, and hoodies and things of that nature. But also, in addition to that, we have the Gift Premium subscription service, which is called Gift Plus. And what it does is it provides business related content and business videos for Black owned businesses or startup companies. But how we came to that idea was we had three other ideas, which were the stock market, investing in that, sponsorships, and service fees. But they were either too risky, didn't provide enough income needed to be a factor, or they tried them and it didn't work. And that's just the prototype of our. So when we first release it in 2023, we're expecting to play it slow and slowly start to put content and products on both services. So we're going to play it slow for the first year. Then in 2024, we're going to start to have more content and more feedback. We're going to be more feedback based that year. But by 2025, we're going to have most, if not all of the content on the services.
That brings us to our budget. We've been given $300 for this project. 32 of those dollars are going to go towards a business upgrade for Wix. That way we can have a less cluttered website with less of Wix's ads on it and a private domain. This is going to be $32 a month, and over time it's going to be worth it because we'll have a more professional website. For merchandise, we're going to be using Printify so that we can make hats, hoodies, mugs, phone cases like my partners are over here. We're going to be using around $248 or the rest of our money for it, and this is going to be made to order. That way we're not wasting money or materials. And then depending on supply and demand, we're going to be using about $150 to $300 a month on merchandise, but it still requires a lot of feedback and surveys. And for how long, we don't have a set time period or a price, but we're going to use surveys, feedback, and different like customers' opinions to find out what we did right and what we did wrong and how we can build upon that for our merchandise. And then lastly, for video production, we're going to be using $20 at most since Skift already has video equipment, studios, and they already have a lot of film experience. And then over time, this will be at most $50 because their equipment is pretty recent, having started up their company in 2020, and they know what they're doing. And then for how long, since videos aren't as expensive, we're looking at this to be in the long run, and they can keep making videos for as long as they know business.
So our first step is we want to expand it. We want to advertise and market it out to the people in a way that will entice them and make them want to come to the website. The next thing we want to do is we want to make it trustworthy. We want to make people be able to trust it and actually have good things to say about it by giving demos, adding customer service, and a shipping fee so people who are a little farther outside the Kansas City community might be able to buy things from the website. Another thing we want to do is using and going through trial and error and using feedback, criticisms, and what people have to say and using it to build upon what we have and improving it. But we're going to need $300 to $400 per month to pay for the subscription service and for merchandise.
And that's it.
And if you vote for us, you're going to see more of the website. So please.